Happy Monday morning,
Happy.
August the 27th. Here to bring you some sunshine on this gloomy Algoma day. It's Mornings with Luann and Tim. And
Look at you go.
well,
My goodness.
the air conditioning in this room works, and
Yes.
so now I'm awake.
Yes.
Oh,
It's tough. We've had our air conditioning unit broken for the last week or so, and the building's very, very, very warm.
yeah.
Put makeup on and it melts off.
Although I've had a couple of guests who were Finns, and they thought it was lovely because it was like a sauna. A sauna.
A sauna.
Anyway, no, it's this studio is nice.
Yes,
now
it's lovely.
Now I feel awake.
Oh gosh.
How do
I'm
you
scared
feel?
now.
You had a great weekend.
I'm
didn't you?
awesome. Yeah.
Tell me.
We did the poker run for the Special Olympics.
Oh, with the police? Oh, look.
Yeah, police and hoodies. There we are. Look at it. It looks like a Cadillac, doesn't it?
And who else was involved in the
So
poker
that's
run?
Mary Lou and Eddie. That's Eddie right there.
What's Eddie
Eddie
doing?
Kelly. He owns his own mechanic garage.
Oh, I know that place, Kelly's.
Yes, exactly. That's him. And that's his new toy that his wife got him. That's me and Mary Lou sitting in the back. Yeah,
Were you driving?
No, gosh, I was just hanging on.
You were hanging on for dear life.
I was just hanging on and
Look
drinking.
at the mud.
Yeah, for
That was
sure.
Lou, was that on Saturday?
That was Saturday.
So it was wet?
It was wet and fun, and the trails, we did almost 100 kilometers.
Wow.
It was like a good
How long were you
6-7 hours.
No way.
Yeah,
Did you just stop along the way at
Well, we stopped and had lunch.
okay. Did they have a spot for you to have lunch, or did you?
No,
okay.
you just come off the trails. And the trails were kind of overgrown. So it was fun because, I mean, besides getting smacked in the face with trees, you know, that little thing. But it was very...
Were you Garden River?
Yes, in behind all through there.
I'd heard that they'd made arrangements to use their trails. And they
well,
were,
remember you interviewed Wayne Hudson.
I did so. Huddy's Fish and Chips.
Huddy's Fish
Did you
and
get to try them when you were out that way?
No,
You still got to go.
Didn't get to. I went by there because we were thinking on our way home, grab some of that, but it was closed.
Okay.
It was closed, but it poured.
It did.
I will tell you something. We were with friends, and as you may have noticed, there was like a roof on our vehicle. Mary Lou and Eddie own that vehicle. And Jim has his own, but it wanted to come and be with the three of us.
Okay.
So Rhonda, who's another friend, was by herself, no roof, no nothing. My goodness.
Oh, Rhonda did the ride with no roof.
Yeah.
6 hours?
Yeah.
Oh,
boring. I mean, she had a rain suit on.
Okay, still.
But you know what? She kept saying, it was so funny. She says, I don't know what's going on. I feel like I just went to the bathroom. I don't know. It feels cold. I'm not sure what's going on. But then you end up sitting in a puddle of water on your seat, right?
6 hours.
For 6 hours.
I would not have enjoyed myself.
No, you wouldn't have. I was thinking of you, and I thought Tim would be like, yeah, why am I here again?
But it was for a great cause.
It was. It was
raising
awesome.
money for the Special Olympics, which is coming to Sault Ste. Marie.
And an awesome time was had by all. Tons of riders, too, 100 machines. And
that's a great turnout.
Yeah, and it was cool because when we
I'm so happy for
when
Huddy
we left
and the
the
gang.
Rankin Arena, they made us come out in single file, and then the OPP kind of closed one of the lanes on the highway, on the bypass, so that we could all file down there to get onto the Garden River.
SUVs going
Yes.
That must have looked amazing.
We looked awesome. I'm just saying.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, so it was fun. It was challenging.
I had a fun weekend. You would have enjoyed my weekend too. But you would have stayed dry. I went to Sudbury to see Keith, and we were supposed to go on a lazy river raft, but because of the weather, it was canceled. And that was going to be with some of the members.
And you were so disappointed about that.
Well, no, I wanted to go on the lazy
Did
river
you?
raft. I would have enjoyed the raft.
Yeah.
I wasn't looking forward to doing it in gloomy weather.
No.
So I was
that
glad.
would
I
have
was
been
actually
fun.
glad it was canceled.
Yeah.
But what I didn't know, what he didn't tell me, because he doesn't tell me anything, is it was the wrap party for this season of Letterkenny. So I got to go to the wrap party and hang out with all the crew and the celeb. Oh, look, there they are. Well, okay. So
now you thought
Jared wasn't there.
Me.
The guy that plays Wayne in the plaid shirt, he wasn't there.
Okay.
But Nate was there, who plays. Oh, now don't even tell me, because.
That's awesome.
I hope nobody from Letterkenny
And you
is watching
thought
right now,
I was
because I
the
can't remember
only
Nate's character's
celebrity
name.
that you knew.
Pardon me?
You thought I was the only celebrity that you knew. Now you know them.
You're a celebrity?
Absolutely.
Well.
Just ask my husband.
In your own mind. That's good. Good for you.
So you had a good time? You got to meet everybody?
Yeah, we had what a great gang of people work on that show. It's a family. Total family. Love it.
Well, you know what? They worked like long hours, right?
Keith posted something on Facebook the other day about he's been working in the business now for 8 years or so, and he said the only gang that he knows that can do 23 pages of dialogue in a day. Apparently that's huge in the television industry, so they are hardworking.
We can do 23 pages in about 10 minutes.
There you go. Luann?
Yes?
It's Just Because Day.
Just because?
It is, yes, August the 27th is Just Because Day. You have the chance to do something without rhyme or reason. Well, that's pretty much every day of my life. No reasons apply today. If there's something you'd like to do, just go ahead and do it. And here's some of the suggestions, Luann. You might want to try this.
All right. I'm paying attention.
Knock on someone's door and compliment them for their great lawn.
What if they pull a gun on me?
What do you think this is? Florida? Oh, Jacksonville.
That was
3
nasty.
dead in another mass shooting.
Yeah. And then the shooter killed himself.
Killed himself.
You know what I want to say?
And he was losing at the tournament.
You know what? Go kill yourself. Why do you have to take other people with you? Like, shame on you. What are you doing?
But the problem is that it's obviously mental health had a gun. It was somebody with mental illness had a gun.
Yes.
That's the issue.
Absolutely.
Anyway, let's go back to Just Because Day. Keep it bright. It's Monday morning. Oh, here's one. Skip, don't walk.
Oh, because I could skip.
Well, once again, this is something I do every day anyway.
But then my ankles jiggle when I skip.
Spin a wheel and bicycle in the opposite direction of where the arrow points.
What?
So in other words, go nowhere. Jump in a puddle or walk backward. Walk backwards.
Because nobody will think that you are out of your mind.
So there you go.
Nobody.
It's Just Because Day. It's also International Forgiveness Day. So
you know what? I think because it's Just Because Day, you were lovely enough to bring me a box of K-Cups from
I did, from
Costco.
Walmart.
Oh, from
Costco.
Walmart.
No.
From Costco.
We went to Costco while we were in Sudbury,
Right.
and I always buy the big boxes of
yes.
So
just because you should give me my money back on that.
I choose to walk backwards instead.
Okay, then. I'll be skipping behind you.
I said Walmart because I was thinking about Walmart. I did not know this. Now, you knew this.
Oh, yes.
Did anybody out there know that Walmart charges extra money for plus sizes? There's an example. $9.97 for someone like me, but a larger person who needs a 1XL to triple XL would pay $2 more. I don't think that's fair.
Isn't that horrible?
That's like charging girls more for
Like
products than
$2.
boys.
$2 more. That's
You know
horrible.
what? I mean, no, you find a median price and you
Well,
charge
at
that.
least.
That's
Yeah,
not
and you know
right.
what? To me, I mean, I don't know anything about retail clothing sales or anything like that. In my little head, though, as a consumer, I'm thinking if you're cutting a dress, if you're cutting it this big or this big, you're still cutting the dress, right? You're still cutting material.
Yeah, it's the fabric they're talking about.
I guess they need to pay for the fabric.
But you know what, though? No, but Lou, they're buying the fabric in bulk. They're not like, you know what I mean? You buy that fabric, you're going to make this many outfits, and this is how much you charge for the outfit. That's how you do it, people. That's a form of body shaming.
Oh, totally, absolutely. And you know what?
Shame on you, Walmart. Welcome to Walmart. Welcome to Walmart unless you're a XXX. Then it's going to cost you more money to shop here.
Come on in, we're going to charge you.
Wrong.
That's not a good thing. You know what? Because it's the sizing also is skewed, right? Like an XL now is like a 14 or something.
Yeah. No.
Do you know what I mean?
And it depends who's making the dress. Wedding dresses.
Right.
Good. You go to buy a wedding dress, you're not going to.
Forget it.
No. The sizes are all skewed, people.
Yeah.
It's mind games.
And you tried to lose weight for your wedding dress and it didn't help.
Didn't happen.
No.
I was still a size 6.
Yeah, still a size 6.
I wanted to be a 4.
I just want to be a 4, that's all. Coming up. Lots of good things.
Be like Celine Dion. She's getting too skinny. Someone throw that woman a crouton.
You know what? Give her a
Did
crust.
you see her with her new little boyfriend?
Yes.
Oh, she's got that boyfriend at Toys R Us, I'm telling you. Yes, he was shopping.
Seriously, I wonder if he comes with batteries.
I don't know. She found him at Camp Snoopy. He's so young. She went from grandpa to grandson.
Yes.
But she's skinny.
Skinny.
On her latest CD. She's on the spine. She's on the spine of the CD cover. That's
really?
The picture.
Oh, you're bad.
It's a joke. Are we out of time?
It's a joke.
Is it time to go?
Yeah, it's time to go. Should we go to a break?
I don't know. Oh, what's going on this morning?
What's going on this morning?
I'll tell you what's going on this morning. A couple weeks ago, we were doing what they call streeters, where I just go out the microphone with my friend Mike on the camera, and I think Will was with us too. And we were just downtown looking for stories.
He tries to find friends, is what he's doing.
And offering people money, be my friend. And then, so we ended up positioning ourselves beside Dr. Roberta Bondar. you know, her bust, and on the waterfront. And so by the Norgoma. We just happened to be by the Norgoma, and sure enough, somebody comes off the Norgoma and she says, "Can I speak to you on camera?" And she's a volunteer for the Norgoma, and she wanted to defend the Norgoma stuff.
Awesome!
And then we ended up talking to Derek Pierce, who runs the Norgoma. He's one of the other guys on the board of the Norgoma, so he doesn't run it, he's on the board. And then we ran into Marty McCarthy, who's the father of my friend Stephen McCarthy, local actor. Well, not local anymore. Stephen has been in films and television and plays, and he just got married. Congratulations. Anyway,
oh, did he?
So now we ended up talking to 3 people all about the Norgoma. So we're going to run a little segment on the Norgoma after this commercial break, and then there's more coming up. You'll have to find out what's later on by staying tuned on Mornings with
Luann and Tim.
Be right back. I am on the boardwalk right beside the Norgoma, and Derek Pierce is on his way. We're going to interview Derek in just a minute, but in the meantime, I have Karen here. Hello, Karen.
Hi, Tim.
Welcome to ONNtv.
Oh, I'm on TV.
You are so...
That is so exciting.
You're a volunteer on the Norgoma?
Yes, I am. I love this ship.
How long have you been involved with the Norgoma?
All my life, really.
Really?
All my life, but really lately, I've been involved more so, I'd say, in the past year. Because I believe that this should stay on our waterfront. I think this is a gem, something that should not be moved. It should stay here. Do you know this summer alone, this ship has hired 11 summer students.
That's fantastic.
That is more than any other cultural, any other institution like this in the whole city.
Amazing.
11 of our children, our sons and daughters, have summer jobs because of this ship.
Not only that, I also heard that, like, on Canada Day alone, you guys matched the revenue from last year, I think. Is that right?
I think that's correct.
I can check with Derek on that one.
We've done amazing so far this year. Our season has been amazing. Do you know also, Tim, and everybody out there, that this ship has not received 1 penny from the city of Sault Ste. Marie in years?
I think it's 3 years.
Well, I'm going for years,
okay.
Tim. Yes.
Fair enough, Karen.
Well, it's years. Thank you.
That's true.
And so it's totally supported itself, and it's continuing to do so. And
may I ask, are you one of the volunteers who helped with all the stuff like the painting and stuff? Because that was a big volunteer effort, wasn't it?
I'm not a painter.
Okay.
I'm just not a painter.
What do you volunteer to do here?
I plan, I think. I just put up the Canadian flag. Do you see the new Canadian flag that Tractor Supply just donated to
TSC. Thank you, Tractor Supply Company, for your...
very much. We'll take anything we can get.
But it is looking a lot spiffier.
Oh, we're going to just make this look like the gem of the North.
What about some of the events that have been going on? Pretty cool stuff, Karen.
Really cool stuff. Things that we need. My one daughter lives in Ottawa, and the stuff that goes on there is amazing. And we need to do the same thing, if not better.
On our waterfront.
On our waterfront. Look at our waterfront. Yeah. And the ship totally belongs here. Look how beautiful it is, and it just augments everything.
And I know that the city can't buy it, so they don't really, they can say get it out, which I think is what they've said, but where it goes is up in the air, right?
That is true. It's totally up in the air. I'd love it to stay here.
Okay.
I'm just brazen about it. This is where it belongs. This is where it should stay.
Well, Karen, I love your passion. Where does it come from for this ship?
It comes from my passion for the city. I love this town. I love it. I'm like a 10th generation plus inhabitant here. Is that the right word, inhabitant?
That's correct.
Okay, thank you. And I just love the city. I love the water. We have everything here, but we need to promote it. We need to support it and do more. Everyone get out and volunteer and help.
Yeah,
and it makes you feel good, you know, when you volunteer and help.
Come down for the events too, like the late night, was it the late night market?
Yes, the late night market. Oh, what a good turnout. It's exciting. It's beautiful to walk down here. We had a good turnout.
And then also they've had some parties on the ship lately too, haven't they?
Yes, there's been some really nice parties. We had Rock the Boat.
I heard that was a huge success.
It was a huge success.
All right.
And more to come. We have to thank, I'd like to take 1 second, if I may, Tim.
Of course you can, Karen.
And thank the long-term volunteers and board members that we've had. Mr. Smedley, 30 years.
Oh, yes.
Louis Muyo, from
Yeah.
Muyo's restaurant, his parents, 30 years,
Yeah.
you know, these people. And also now, though, we have younger, not younger, but, you know, new people coming in and revitalizing it.
It is a new
and
board.
It is a new board, and they're really helping too. But what a mesh of good things.
Karen, you know what? I'm so glad you stopped by to visit us today. Thank you for your time.
You're very welcome.
Your enthusiasm is fabulous, Karen. I think more of that, it would also make this waterfront a great place to visit.
Aw, thanks, Tim. That's kind of you.
We'll be back with Derek Pierce on TV to talk about the Norgoma. Stay with us.
Support the Norgoma.
So as I mentioned at the top of the show, while we were waiting for Derek Pierce, who's a board member for the Norgoma, to come off the ship to talk to us, we ran into local citizen Marty McCarthy, and he had a few things to say about the Norgoma as well. So let's take a look.
The marina downtown Sault Ste. Marie, the city has said the boat has to go. They got to move it. And so the group that now owns and operates the Norgoma has to try to find a new location for it because they're not ready to give up on this ship yet. How do you feel about keeping the Norgoma in Sault Ste. Marie and trying to make it an actual tourist and viable business attraction?
Well, I think that it's somewhat heartbreaking to see older boats, older equipment, steam engines be destroyed and used for parts, or rather just destroyed and whatever they're used
scrap metal,
for salvage. However, we mentioned about taxes, okay? And we have to face reality. And I have, it's been my thought, they've tried a lot of things on this, and this goes back 15 to 20 years, and I give them all the people credit. But we need more than volunteers. We need more than ideas. You need money. And so far the city has been primarily the saving grace. And bless their hearts, they've kept it in the condition that it's in, well, at least for a good many years. Mm-hmm. And I applaud the group that has painted it and done the things that. So I mean, I love it. Mm-hmm. I love it, but I love a lot of things too. But I love the trees and I love everything else. But we have to put our money where there has to be a viable solution. And
fiscally responsible, right? Fiscally responsible.
If they could sell it to the province or something of that nature, somebody that has access to some money, and I really don't know. I don't think there's any real answer that will satisfy everybody. I think that's the bottom line. I have my doubts that they're going to be able to pull it through.
So, do you think it's time to throw in the towel and give up on it, or do you think it's worth one more kick at the can?
Well, there's always hope.
Okay.
The thing is, I haven't seen anybody going on there, and you not only have to have the object, you have to have the marketing plan that will get people to come in here, and that's where the money comes in. And if you don't have a great marketing plan, basically what I'm saying is, if we want to keep this, you have to have the city behind it 100%.
Okay.
You can't just have the mayor and a few councillors and a few people who are interested in boats. That's not going to work. There are other options, but I mean, it doesn't have to be floated. There's all kinds of boats out there in other parts in Michigan that are just sitting up in dry land. They don't have to be floated.
Right.
But anyway,
it's a tough call, isn't it?
I hope for the best.
Yeah.
But
hey, I want to thank you for your time today. It's really been a real pleasure talking to you, Marty, right?
Well, thank you very much, okay?
And welcome back to ONNTV's Mornings with Luann and Tim. John McCain. Oh, how sad is that?
81, wasn't he?
Yes, and he says, you know, he was diagnosed late last summer with brain cancer, and he said immediately, you know what?
No regrets.
I've had a really good life.
No regrets.
And he decided on Friday.
That was wild.
That,
The announcement came out that he was going to stop treatments because it wasn't. It was.
He thought it was time.
And it was.
And then
he died that day.
Yeah.
The next day.
The next day he died in the afternoon.
Yeah, I saw the announcement, then I heard that he had passed.
Yeah. It's interesting when something like that happens. If you have the time to watch coverage of such a high-profile passing.
About his life.
Yeah. How. Doesn't matter who you speak to, they had nothing but generally good things to say about him.
Yeah.
You know, and he was a maverick. They called him the Maverick. But he also, I think this is key, when he made a mistake and he said, I've made a few doozies, he apologized for them right away. And I've seen interviews with him where he has said, you know what, that was a bad mistake. And that's something that we don't see a lot in politics. So
I think
it's a shame.
Everyone has said that he is the sort of politician that most people aspire to be when they're in politics. So.
Well, it's interesting that the people who are going to speak at his funeral, eulogize him, are Obama and George W.
They were his
Bush.
opponents.
Yes.
Yeah.
He lost both of them.
Yep.
So that says a lot
Mutual
about the
respect.
kind of
It's
person.
all about
you know
mutual
what? And I
respect.
think it's something that politicians, we can all strive to. So he was an awesome example.
Absolutely. Speaking of
Absolutely.
politicians,
Yes.
Premier Ford, his government has announced they're pulling $500,000 of funding, arts funding, for an at-risk, it's called the Sistema Toronto program, and it provides daily programs to 275 children in an at-risk neighborhood. And the claim is that what the ministry is saying is that it didn't go through the proper channels to get this funding with the previous Liberal government, whereas the people who are involved say, no, we did, and we got the word from the government that they paid visits, they checked their finances, everything was done, but no, $500,000 in funding, arts funding cut from a budget, an operating budget of $900,000. They've decimated the program for at-risk youth in Toronto.
Such a shame. $500,000.
You know when he starts cutting this stuff, the arts is going to be on the chopping block.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it's generally the first thing to go, right?
Yeah.
And that's a shame because it can teach our kids so much about themselves and how to get along and all of the above.
And also, where do you buy your suit? Who designed your suits? Who designed your shoes? Who designed the paintings and the photos in your offices? Who designed your offices? What are architects? All arts.
Yes, absolutely.
What do you listen to on the way to work, Mr. Ford? The radio? Music? Artists. Sorry, here I go.
There you go. I think he's done.
I need to leave now.
Okay, what's happening?
I need a pill. Oh my gosh, I need to relax.
pill.
I need to relax. You know how I'm going to relax? I'm going to do yoga.
Oh!
Guys, the Healing Loft is in town. I had 3 of them in for a visit. Oh, what a great concept. Not just yoga, so much more you will see. And we'll be back with that right after this on Mornings with Lou Ann and Tim. Welcome back to Mornings with Lou Ann and Tim, and joining me in the studio now, oh my goodness, here we go. So there's Anne-Marie, and there's Sarah, and there's Sheila. Hey, thanks for being here from the Healing Loft. Okay, so when did you open in Sault Ste. Marie, Anne-Marie?
We opened June 1st this year.
Hey, that's just so grand opening.
Yes,
Where are you located?
We're located on Queen Street East, 719 is our address.
Where does that put
across
us?
from Camera Craft, on the same block as
beside Stork and Bundle.
Stork and Bundle and Fauch's Cleaners.
Fauch's Cleaners, right above Fauch's Cleaners.
That's where you are? You're above Fauch's?
Yes.
My
we have
friend
that second
Sparky
floor.
Scarphone. Wow. Okay, so you're sisters.
Yes.
Anne-Marie and Sarah.
Yes.
Are you both Caicos still? Or?
Yes.
I'm a Fertese now.
Oh, you're a Fertese.
Yes, I am.
Oh, it still ends in a vowel. You're all right. Sheila.
The odd one.
The odd one out. The mancha cake.
The fourth sister.
Yes, I had to marry to get the Italian last name.
What's your last name now?
Paluzzi.
You're a Paluzzi.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, nice. So look at this. All right. So I'm surrounded by vowels. Murphy too. Sometimes Y. I'm sometimes. Anyway, so the Healing Loft is pretty unique, isn't it? And it's not your average yoga studio, is it?
No.
Well, tell me a little bit about what sets you apart from the rest of you.
Okay. Well, there's a lot that goes on at the Healing Loft already within 3 months of opening. So the three of us are all sole proprietors. So we had our own business before. So we're bringing already what we've already done to the Healing
The
Loft.
three of you already had a business?
Yes, our own.
Like separate.
Each of you had your own businesses.
Yes,
and now
prior to
you've
the Healing
combined forces.
Yes,
I said
location.
I kind of said I felt like Bosley with Charlie's Angels, and it kind of is. You joined forces. Let's all take a pose. One of you is this way. Anyway, let's get some backgrounder actually. So Anne Marie, let's start with you because you're the big sister to Sarah.
I am.
So you came first, and you discovered yoga when?
Well, I was in university and I just discovered it through a book first, and so I started doing it on my own and then started taking yoga classes. And I'm not a yoga instructor like Sarah, but I went into the healing arts shortly after discovering yoga.
Your background is education.
Yes, my background's education, so I was
you're
a
a
high
woman
school
after my own heart because you taught
dramatic art.
She taught
for 10 years at
Really?
South Secondary School in London, Ontario.
Beautiful city.
Yeah, beautiful city.
So you were in, so there you have that dramatic and very creative. A lot of physicality in theater, you know, all about and centering, aligning yourself, very important posture.
Yeah,
I know
all
I went
that.
to theater school.
Yeah.
Even though I have a slayed back. So you took your education background and then you turned it toward health.
I did. So I was always studying the healing arts and working with friends and family, and then took my teaching background and started teaching healing arts courses. So I started with Reiki. So I teach all the certification courses for Reiki, and then started developing my own curriculum. So I do the art of anger, the art of worry. Sarah and I together do all of the workshops on the 7 main chakras and lots of different workshops and courses.
Now, can you just give a brief to our viewers, a brief background on Reiki, chakra, what those sort of terms mean?
Sure. Well, I'm a Reiki practitioner and a healing touch practitioner. So they are energy therapies where the practitioner will consciously use their hands in a heart-centered and intentional way to balance and harmonize the energy centers in the body.
How long has Reiki been around?
Oh, well, it was rediscovered in the 1800s, but you know, it's been around
Centuries,
for ages, and
it's
so
a
it's
healing art.
the healing arts have always been around. So whereas healing touch, it was created brought together in 1980 by a nurse, Janet Mentgen, in Colorado, and she started this program, and it became a certificate program 10 years later, and then international not long after. So yeah, they're both wonderful.
And so name some of the counseling. Do you call it counseling, treatment? What do you call it? Therapy?
I call it healing sessions.
Healing
is
sessions.
what I call them. Yeah.
And do you have some different names for them, or is it just a healing session and you do different things with individuals? I mean, is it individually based on what the person needs?
It's individually based, so the person will come in with a healing goal or several healing goals, and we talk about those first, and then they get up onto the healing table, and I work on their energy fields and assess them and balance them, and then we talk about the experience after that, and they leave with a personalized growth plan to support their healing goals.
I love this.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Just looking at you and talking to you, I feel it. I feel your energy. Now, what do you bring to the table there, young Sarah?
So I'm the body, I guess, but also soul. Yeah, we kind of mind, body, soul, but yoga obviously is a lot more than just about the body.
Yes. Oh yes, yoga. Yoga is about the spirit and the soul and breathing and everything, right?
So I started bringing in yoga practices and different styles of yoga because I know that no one person benefits from just one style. There's so many different styles that can benefit a person. Yeah.
Your background also education.
Yes.
You had a hard time getting work as a teacher, so you decided to follow your entrepreneurial spirit.
Yes. So I started with aesthetics, and I still work as an esthetician.
Because
now.
you have a sister.
I have a sister.
There's a third.
Yes.
There's
another sister, and she works. I work with her at Head to Toe Salon and Spa. So I get to work with both of my sisters.
Excellent.
Regarding in wellness, in the dimension of wellness.
And now let's go down to Sheila at the end. Nice to see you again. Sheila and I used to work together at Root River Golf Club back in the day. And now, tell me what happened after you left the Root.
Well, I had my undergrad at the Root,
okay.
And then I ended up working at Norgoma Family Services, is where I started my career.
Yes.
And there I did my master's in social work part-time. and
Masters in social work, Sheila.
Yeah,
good for you.
so I've been at a couple different places in the community, and then just in the past 2 years have just been doing my sole private practice. So in that, I specialize in pediatric mental health, so I work with a lot of families, but I also do individual therapy and couples, and really kind of work with emotion.
And you do all this through the Healing Loft.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's so beautiful.
Wow.
To have partners, because I was alone for a little bit just in my practice, but it just was such an amazing thing to come together with.
I love the concept of mind, body, and soul. That, fantastic. So we're going to go to a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to be, who's doing yoga? You and me?
You too, and I will lead.
You're going to lead
us?
Yes. And Sheila, maybe...
I have a dress.
You have a dress on.
It's a family show.
Exactly. But we're going to take a break for a commercial. When we come back, we'll be on the floor, but not Sheila. We'll allow her to sit in a chair, ladylike. Yes, and watch us. Okay, so stay with us. More coming up right after this break.
You're the boss. You tell us what to do.
All right.
You can boss your big sister around.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to do a flow today. So we're going to go through a sun salutation.
Okay.
Which is, if you go to most vinyasa classes, so it's a style of yoga, that's what you'll find in the class, is this sequence or this flow. And then we'll play with maybe some balance, maybe an inversion.
Okay.
Got some surprises.
An inversion.
Yeah.
That sounds like it involves
We'll
turning
see.
upside down. I hope nothing falls out of me.
Okay. All right. So right now we are in mountain pose, also known as Tadasana.
Oh.
Standing tall, palms forward, shoulders relaxed. So we're just going to start to breathe. Take a few breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. These are called cleansing breaths. Good. And then just start to change your breath slightly. Breathe in through your nose and out through your nose.
Ooh.
See how that feels. Good. So for flow classes, we link our breath to movement. So we're going to begin on our next inhalation. Reach your arms up overhead. As you exhale, forward fold. You can bend your knees if you need. All these options. Inhale, bring your hands to your shins. Lift your head and chest. Good. And exhale, bend your knees, fold. We'll step back into plank pose.
Oh, I know the plank.
So strong pose, but always options. You can always drop your knees if you need.
That's the one thing about yoga too. You can really adapt it to the needs of your clients.
Yep, absolutely.
So if people have certain mobility issues, you can work with that.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yep. So we'll take a breath in, and as you exhale, slowly lower all the way to your belly. Good. And untuck your feet. Press into your palms. Just a gentle stretch for the chest. And low back. Good.
Oh, my back feels so good.
And exhale, fold. Come onto the tops of your toes. Press yourself up. Downward facing dog.
Hey, this is the downward facing dog?
This is it. Yep. So tailbone lifts. Good.
How am I
Head
doing?
relaxed. Beautiful. Good. Take a deep breath in. Look forward. Bend your knees. And as you exhale, you can step or you can hop to the top of your mat.
Oh, my
Good.
goodness. Oh, I came up too fast. I'm
Came
sorry.
up too fast. Take your time. Inhale, hands
yoga,
to shins. Exhale, fold.
Oh, so we're getting, every time we do this, we
Bend
get a little
your
more stretch,
knees.
don't we?
Yeah. Sweep your arms up. And hands to heart. So that right there, that was one sun salutation.
Namaste.
Namaste.
That means thank you and what?
does.
Something about in my soul.
Sanskrit. That's the yoga language. Yeah.
That was one. So
That
you
was
would
one
do that.
sun salutation. So depending on the level of the class or the type of class, you may do 5, you may do 10. Sometimes for the solstices, you do 108. And yeah.
Shut your face.
Yeah, and we've actually done
I'm
that.
not going to do 108 of those. Really?
Yeah, it's strong. You feel good after.
Well, no,
you have to really connect to
I
your
would work
breath.
up to that.
Yep.
Yeah. But that definitely does. I do feel.
So you're breathing as soon as you're.
My feels expanded and stuff.
Yeah, as soon as you're connecting to your breath, you're noticing your breath. You're bringing yourself deeper into a relaxed state. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to do some balance poses?
Okay, let's try some.
Okay, we'll start with tree pose. So you can press your left foot into the floor.
Yes.
Come onto your right toes.
Okey-dokey.
You can hold here. but I know you want more. So lift that knee, hug it into the body. So right away challenging your balance. Good. Okay. Keep that right hand on your leg.
Yes.
And open the knee.
Oh, you want me to turn
open the hip, yeah. And then take the sole of your foot to your inner.
I almost fell on top. And I bring my sole to my foot here.
Yeah, inner thigh, calf. Yep.
Hang on.
You got it. You can use the wall. That's an option.
Yeah. Or Sarah.
And then, or each other.
Okay. I'm ready now.
Hands to heart.
To my heart like this?
Yeah. Or you can grow your tree, reach your arms up.
My tree has crappy roots. Somebody planted me in loose soil. Okay. And, oh, look, no, I can. Oh, now.
Here we go. And
look
breathe.
At me now. Oh, look at me go.
Good job.
I'm a tree.
Beautiful.
Hey, Mama, I'm a tree. Okay.
And if you want to go into, say, warrior
Did you just bend
3.
sideways over or something while you were doing that?
So that leg will reach it back, and this is called warrior 3.
Oh, I call this Superman.
Superman.
I call this, I'm a lousy.
You got it. It's all practice. It's a journey, right?
You know, I didn't know how hard it was to be a superhero until just now. Okay. I could get there. You were here and you went like.
Reach back. Reach forward.
You do this in ballet, actually.
Reach in 2 directions. Yeah.
Oh, come on, wall.
Good job.
But I'm mad at myself
Use
for
the
not
wall.
being better. Oh, there we go.
No judgment.
Oh.
No expectations.
Okay.
And mountain. Back to mountain.
Mountain.
Yep. So we would do that on the other side.
Are we going to do an inversion?
But we're going to do an inversion first.
Okay.
Or now. Yep. Okay, so.
This is our backside.
So Anne-Marie may not need the wall.
Nope.
We're going to do a headstand.
Who's we?
Me and you.
We 3.
The 3 of us.
The 3 of us.
But you could use the wall.
Yeah, but you can use the wall.
Okay.
Yep. So I'll get Anne-Marie to demo.
Okay.
Okay.
But you be against the wall.
You can do what she's doing, but on the wall. So
they're going to, okay.
Yep.
Yes, go ahead. What, are you going to use the wall too? That makes me feel better.
I won't use
Here
the
we
wall,
go.
but I'll
use
face the way that you'll be facing.
Okay.
So interlace your fingers, tuck your pinky in.
Look at Anne-Marie go! I don't want to know how old your sister is. She looks amazing. Okay, my fingers are linked.
Yeah, you might want to get a little bit closer to the wall.
Closer to the
Right
wall.
up there, yep. So bring your head right.
Where's my head go?
Crown your head to the floor, supported.
Okay.
Now come up like you're doing downward dog. Perfect.
That's like a downward dog.
Beautiful. And then walk your feet towards your body.
Yes.
And you can kick your legs up. Yep. You did. Oh, you got it.
Okay. And now, oh, my belly's exposed. Where do I have to hold my stomach when I do this?
And you can use the wall, and that wall is supporting you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Thank you.
And to come out slow and graceful, good. And then child's pose. So we end in child's pose. This is a good way to end your inversion, to bring your heart rate down. Knees apart, big toes to touch.
Yes.
And just melt.
And just melt?
Melt down.
That's not hard to do.
Melt down, rest your forehead.
Melt, I could go for a Dairy Queen right now. Okay, good night everybody. Thanks for joining us on ONNtv. Now the audience just fell asleep. Can I come out of this baby pose? What'd you call it?
Child's pose.
You're not going to want me in a yoga class. I promise if I come to the Healing Loft, I'll be better behaved.
But we also offer, so we offer yoga classes, but we offer other fitness-based classes.
Let's bring Sheila back in. Hey, Sheila, come on. Yeah. I want now, Sheila, please do the headstand. First of all, your stuff would go through the ceiling. Tell me, you do some interesting stuff at the Healing Loft with corporate programs. Tell me about that a little bit.
Yes, that's something we have upcoming. The 3 of us, so the mind, body, soul, we're going to be offering corporate wellness, but as well as wellness retreats.
Nice.
Yes.
How long are the retreats?
It'll vary. So we'll have some that are day long, but then we're also looking to do weekend long, so we can get a bit deeper.
Nice. So that's good because we now know that so much productivity increases when people have healthy minds and healthy bodies in the workplace, where there's less stress, where there's more teamwork, and there's we do all that
just feeling
stuff.
good about ourselves.
See
right?
that?
Yes.
And what about other classes? If we want information, I mean, you must have a whole range of. You have your personal one-on-ones. You have the yoga. You have your sessions as well. Where do we get more information?
So our Facebook page right now is the main main way, but we're having a website created right now, so it should be ready in the next few months.
Cool.
We have a
Facebook
monthly
page is called
schedule.
The Healing Loft?
Yeah.
And then the website will be www.thehealingloftsssm.com.
Okay. SSM, does that mean that there are other healing lofts, or is that just what you had to do to get the website?
What we had to do to get the
Okay,
website.
gotcha. Other classes that we might be interested in? Do you have
so
anything
that,
go ahead.
so that was one style of yoga. That was like a flow-based, but we do other styles, but we also do fitness classes. So people that aren't interested in yoga, they can come do a power circuit. There's TRX. There's mom and baby classes.
That's cool.
Yeah, and we're right next door to Stork and Bundle, so it's perfect.
And
Yeah.
you're right upstairs from Fosha's Clinic.
Yeah.
On Queen Street.
Upcoming teen empowerment program.
Nice.
The three of us will be offering. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
It's not easy being a teenager. We all remember that, eh? And it's gotten harder this day and age to be a teenager with the anxiety and the stress and the stuff that's out there in this world. Oh.
And we're also having a parent component, because sometimes parents need support, right, when their child is struggling or their teen is struggling. So in that workshop, we also have a little workshop for parents. So
Guys, this is great. Really cool stuff that you're offering. I'm so excited for you.
Thank you.
I'd like to come down and actually visit the studio sometime. So maybe we'll bring a camera crew and do some more stuff down there. That'd be fun, right?
That would
Yeah.
be great.
Okay, and then please keep us informed of upcoming events. If you have things going on, if you do the retreats, or as you develop more programs, you're always welcome to come back.
Great.
Because
Thank
it's all about,
you.
because here on ONNtv, we want people to know that being mindful and spiritual and healthy makes us all happier, and it really serves for a better community.
and
Definitely.
embracing our humanness.
Embracing our humanness. I'm going to embrace your humanness right now, my friend Sheila. Thank you so much for your time. How
Thank
you go,
you.
girls?
You're welcome.
And we'll be back with more Mornings with Luann and Tim right after this. Make sure you check out the Healing Loft.
Looks like you had a wonderful time.
Yeah, I did. And that's our show for today.
That is, already. Time flies when you're having a hoot. Thanks
we'll
for watching ONNtv's Mornings with Luann and Tim.
See you tomorrow. Have a great day today.